It was very large.
All right, so we'll switch over to the stream now, and we'll do a little bit of a recap, and we'll get into things. Um, we'll probably end a little bit short today. I have actual work that I need to do in between games and supper and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
tis the season.
No, I haven't actually spent my experience yet because I don't know the actual total of how much I have to spend right now.
No worries. I mean, you can always plug away on it as we go. The party has
Yeah.
had ample downtime to spend XP. So alrighty. Session 30. And I think this marks almost 18 months we've been playing Conan.
Woohoo!
So it has been a bit. Um, Last time you guys kind of rested on your laurels after your adventures up north, after saving the world yet again. Uh, but you discovered that nobody nobody seems to really care. Nobody seems to really believe you that you've saved the world twice. The pirates are all much more practical. But you've heard there was this rumor that some of the older pirate folks were putting their considerable weight and reputation and gold behind a competition to see which of the current crops of ships and crews uh, would be the one that they would use their contacts and stuff to spread word of who would get their favor, whose name would be spread amongst the various ports as basically the greatest pirate crew of the current age. You know, the sort of thing like the Red Brotherhood or Belit and the Tigress or Amra, the most famous pirates of the time. Whichever crew manages to impress these elder statesmen of piracy the most is the one that is going to get considerable renown, go down in the history books, as it were. So there's about a half a dozen ships and crews taking part in this little soiree. Um, Ships from all over, ships from Zangara, the Border Kingdoms, Dafari, Zamora, literally from all over the place. Um, and as you guys were kind of getting the lay of the land, kind of figuring out which crew was going after which thing, but the general consensus being that any pirate can raid a trading route. Any pirate can steal spices from Argos. The pirates that are truly legendary are the ones that are going to be able to bring back legendary loot. Things that exist in myths and legends. You heard about lost Atlantean ships that were seen in the shallows around some of the islands. Or the recipe for the golden wine of Zuthal, which is a mythical healing draft. Those are the sort of things that these captains are aiming to get. You guys decided to take a different route, knowing that you've got a sizable piece of star metal. Your hope was to make to Agbatana, to the legendary smiths there, and have this forged into a sword or a weapon of some nature. Knowing that a single Akbatanan blade is the sort of thing that kingdoms rise and fall over. So you set sail due east from the islands, leaving all of the squabbling pirate captains to kind of duke it out amongst themselves, and you guys kind of put it all
Oh,
behind you. You were menaced along the way by some sorcerous shenanigans, probably from one of the other crews, including
okay.
a dangerous storm, some will-o'-the-wisps, and a giant prehistoric primordial shark that almost eat your ship.
Mm.
Thankfully, Clytius is a very skilled navigator and pilot, and managed to put some distance between you and the thing after it was partially lit on fire and driven back down into the depths.
Big is an understatement.
Big is an understatement. The dorsal fin of the shark was larger than your ship.
Hooray, fire!
That's terrifying.
It's very terrifying.
Yeah, it was.
We were all blowing on the sails. Go, go, go.
Yeah.
You finally made it to Shemite waters, just outside of Asgalan, and you realize that Asgalan is under siege. There are Stygian ships in the harbor. Parts of the city are on fire. It is an all-out like naval siege of the city. Your original plan was to stop off in Asgalan to resupply and then sail down the Styx past Lexor, the capital of Stygia, and then probably to the port city of Nippur, and then a couple days journey to Agbaton. Was your plan? But Clytius's keen eye and the telescope that you've gotten from Tebian before he said no more boats for me. Show you that not only is Asgalan under siege, but the entrance to the Stygia off the Western Ocean is also blockaded by Stygian warships.
There's an absolute acre of these bastards.
There's enough to indicate that this isn't some minor little like skirmish or some sort of little minor mercenary thing. This is a full-on war between these two countries. And that's where we left things off. But we will start things off with a lore roll from your captain to see what he knows about Asgalan.
Okay. Lore roll, he says.
Lore roll, I says.
Difficulty 1.
Yeah, difficulty is 1.
Wow.
Oof. Actual successes.
How'd that happen?
Target number 9. Got 2 successes. That's not bad.
Woot woot. Good way to start.
Yeah, that's the good roll of the game. That's what that is.
I'll take it.
All right. So you guys have been to Asgalan before when you were tracking down your source. So you guys spent considerable time in Shem, actually. Asgalan is it's not necessarily the capital of Shem. Shem is a whole bunch of independent city-states, each with their own their own king. Nominally banded together as a country, but it doesn't have an actual capital or anything per se. That being said, Asgalan is the most important seaport. It controls access to the river. It controls access to most of the trade routes into and out of Shem. So while it's not the capital, it is probably the most important city.
It's the hub.
It's the hub. You know that because you got success. You know that there is a king in Asgalan, but he is not the actual ruler. He is the figurehead. The actual king or the actual ruler is a Hyrcanian named Marzdak.
Marzdag?
Marzdak. Mazdak.
It's like Mazda with a K.
Yeah. He's a warrior who is basically granted the city for deeds that he had done for the royal lineage, but because he's not of Shemite blood, he can't actually be the king.
Gotcha.
Dun dun dun.
The city itself, it is heavily fortified. There's thick walls, massive gates. It's home to several complements of Asheri, which are hardened mercenaries. Marzdak.
We met them.
Yep. Marzdak has brought in Hyrcanian archers. So it is a sizable military thing. And as far as Kara knows, it has never successfully been laid siege to or taken.
But it is currently on fire.
It looks like the Stygians are making a valid attempt at changing history.
Dun dun dun.
Can I spend that one for a question? Obtain info?
Absolutely.
Why would they block that river? Like, what's the strategic value of blocking the river?
The strategic value of blocking the river is it stops any naval units from the other port cities in Shem, from like Nippur or any of the other cities, from getting to Ascalon.
Which they're presumably coming.
Given the importance of Ascalon, you would expect that those would be in order. But if they control the access to the river, and the river borders Stygia, it probably means that they control the river currently. They basically isolated Ascalon from any naval reinforcement, which means any troops that are coming, any Ashuri or anything that are coming, would have to trek overland, which is a much longer journey.
Which we know from experience.
True.
Yeah. So it would seem to Karo that like blockading the river is not. It's not the Stygians' primary thing by any stretch. It's just something to make the siege easier.
But does he think it would be a game changer if we could break that blockade?
Probably not.
Not right away, kind of deal. So it's more of a deal with the naval vessels than anything else.
Right.
Okay.
But that's where we will pick up, and I believe it's getting on towards evening as you guys approach Ascalon. Like you can see the fires in the dying light of day.
So we'll start
it's
off
all conveniently well lit.
It is.
Yeah, lots of light. We'll start off in the captain's cabin, I guess.
Okay.
As we're sailing in. All right, gentlemen. This is a bit of a shit show, but clearly we need to have Shem on our side to complete this particular quest we're on. So, gotta need some options. Anyone have any ideas, thoughts, how we're gonna break this siege?
Well, Stygians are generally asked objects on them. But sure, is a bunch of them.
Well, I lost count how many ships they have out there.
Around a dozen. Last count I took before it started getting dark.
Oh, I heard it does seem to be quite a bit. I believe we were discussing the idea of trying to create a storm that will make things difficult for them and help put out the fires.
Well, if we had a storm that we were already prepared for, and we kind of go dark and maybe do some sort of ambush in the back of the fleet, maybe we can cause enough chaos to turn the tide. That's assuming Ragnar's man and himself is ready to board a ship and cause some chaos.
I mean, yeah, we could sidle up and board them in the storm. I mean, that works for the first one.
Captain, you know I'm always ready for a fight, and I imagine my men are as well. And he also holds up his arm, and he's had a falcon on his arm for a while. Berkey here is ready too.
Berkey. Well, Berkey, don't shit on my floor, all right?
Very well trained, Cap.
I'm sure he is.
Aye, now you can see if you can teach him to fire a bow.
my point spend goes well, it's actually an eagle instead of a falcon. But
I can see.
Oh, okay.
So, Chris, where Aslan is, there looks like there's a little river spur beside it.
Yep.
That like goes into the mountains. So that's not the main one we're looking at here. That spreads Shem and Stygia. Is this navigable? Like, can we get the ship up that?
You can. It doesn't
For a little while, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's fairly wide. I mean, if you figure every one of these hexes is like 20-ish miles, that river's, like a good 5 miles wide, maybe. So
Yeah.
Looks like it peters out a ways down.
it does peter out as it gets up towards the mountains. Yes.
Yeah, but as far as a place to basically set the ship in hiding, that's a good spot.
Yep.
That's if we wanted to go into the city on foot.
Mm-hmm. True.
Which we do not, I don't think. So here's what I'm thinking.
But you said yourself that the walls are very high and penetrable. They're probably not going to open the door.
Not that they're currently under siege now.
I'm thinking that we raise a flag of Shem from our flag chest. We have some happy weather change that come out of nowhere, so they're not prepared, and then we assault from the rear, see what we can do. The city will be defending itself as well, so perhaps the Kraken being in play might be enough to break the back of the siegers. If nothing else, we can always draw some our way. I'm sure Claudius can sail a little bit faster than them, especially that we're going to be prepared for the storm. That makes sense to everyone?
Oh, that sounds all right to me, Cap.
Yeah.
If anyone has a different idea, now's the time to tell it.
Nope. Sounds like they're leaning into us strengths.
Right up. So, Carol will give a big speech about rolling the ruin stones and getting word from the gods that there's a storm coming. Omens and shit to make the superstitious people don't think it's weird that we're preparing for a storm before a storm shows up.
Ooga booga.
Alrighty.
And then the plan is to call the storm and ambush somebody. We're going to fly a
I
ship.
mean, Claudius just says, Captain says, put your coats on, men. Jesus.
Perfect. All right. You can give me a let's call this a command roll.
Sure.
Oh, and everyone, don't forget to reset your fortune if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
I have so much command dice.
I'm watching the stream, but I'll be rolling physical dice.
Perfect. Yeah, if you got physical dice handy, that works great.
I got my little bag of tiny D20s. They just happen to be a set of 5. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure 3 successes is enough.
Yeah, that basically I'm going to treat it like a rally. So the folks get together. Not only do they get their cold weather gear or their rain gear and stuff together, but they also start like battening down the hatches and
Securing for sea.
securing and all of that sort of stuff.
Bring in those lines.
Yeah, get the the shipboard. Put this rope around my leg so I don't fall over type shit.
Tighten up that sail.
Alrighty.
All right. Roy, it's all you, and then Ragnar, it's all you.
All right then. Okay. Sounds good.
So, how big of a storm do you want to call? Do you want like just a little bit of light rain, or do you want an actual storm?
Captain, what do you want?
Mechanically, what's the difference?
The the number of successes that Rory will need.
And we have some momentum, which is nice.
Maybe more dice is more possible complications.
Well, it depends
I don't
on-
think we want a storm. I think we just want it to be difficult for
All right, let me
like,
go
like a
down.
little more difficult, not a lot more difficult.
We want to hamper some visibility.
Did you,
Yeah.
Chris? Did you put the spell in something I can access?
I don't think I have yet, but give me 1 second.
Yeah, just dump it into my spell list.
Like if we can increase difficulty by 1 for every test on a boat, that's huge, right? From a warfare perspective.
Mm-hmm. But it also then affects us too, right?
Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
better than they are.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Clyde.
Yes, we do.
And then once he brings us alongside, we have a Ragnar.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, and another thought, Captain. How about once we take a ship that we lash down its destination, aiming it at another ship?
Well, that sounds like a waste of time unless you're going to put some explosives in it.
But I mean, crashing into one another is a thing.
All right. So I added that to Rory. It's under sorcery.
Yep. Thank you.
So the way this works is there's 2 ways to cast a spell. I posted this in the Discord. You can kind of cast it relatively safely, which is basically you cast the spell at the base difficulty level, and then you spend momentum on this chart to do things with it.
Mm-hmm.
The downside is if you don't generate like enough momentum, your spell's not going to be as strong as you would like.
Right.
Or you can cast for consequence, which is where you choose all the options you like, add all the momentum together. That's the difficulty. And the spell is absolutely positively going to work. The problem is that every success you are short on is a free complication.
Gotcha.
So that's how you get super powerful effects, but boatloads of complications.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, of course, I have the staff, which reduces difficulty to cast by 1.
Yep.
So, obviously going in the will succeed, just a higher, difficulty is the way to go. Because that way it's like a free momentum.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, alright, so Call the Storm is 3 momentum, aka would be D2.
Yep.
The light rain turns ferocious, the ground turns to mud, and acrid rain stings the eyes. Any action made in a storm finds its difficulty increased by 1 step. Now 4 is called a tempest, so that's mighty storms slowly build and strike the land and sea. Ships and homes are overturned, and those traveling are tossed about. Any character attempting travel or caught in the open must make a challenge D2 resistance check or will suffer 4 vigor damage. The test must be made every scene that the spell is active and includes the penalty for being in a storm.
That's way too much. We're on a ship.
Yeah, I think that's a bit overkill. But
Being overturned is a bad idea.
yeah, if we were just on the shore, land by ourselves, be a different story, because then we could
Right.
probably do that and be just nasty and we'll just take cover.
What about some rain and a little light fog?
Well,
Well, there's a draw cover of darkness, which is X momentum. So a blanket of low dark clouds envelop the land, making it easier to hide and harder to move. Add X to the difficulty of all actions requiring visibility or motion.
Yeah, that's the one. Remember, we pulled that getting by all the archers
Mm.
at the gate.
I think the +1
Yeah.
difficulty is plenty, really.
Yep, it'll
And
be
if
easy.
it's all
to
good,
patch.
you could use that momentum to do other things, right?
Yep. If nothing else, put it in the pool. Okay, so hey Chris, now let's say I'm going to do Call the Storm, which would be normally D3, but for me with the staff, it's one less, so D2. So over momentums, can that allow me to pick and choose some other stuff from the list?
Yep.
Oh, there we go. It's like continue the call, effects lasts for one scene longer.
Yep. So yeah, basically the difficulty 2 with the staff is to get it the effect that you want, and then if you roll better, then you can modify it.
I'm sure that the parts of the city that are on fire would also appreciate it.
Oh well, see, and the cool part is things like if you look at like Lash of the Heavens, all characters outside of Shelter, aka we can take Shelter, would take X damage, i.e. momentum spend, ignores Soak, more than 2 points of such damage will destroy most crops. So that would actually do damage to anyone who was out inside it.
The downside is that we can't take cover because we need people on the deck.
Yeah. Pelting Hail's nice because all characters outside of Shelter take X damage with the stun quality. Yeah.
That sounds about right. I've been outside in hail before.
Huh. That's cool. All right, so we'll go for that, and if there's any extra momentum, we'll decide what to do with it afterwards.
All right.
Fair? Okay, so in other words, I just need basically 2 to succeed, right?
Yep.
Oh, that sounds like a fortune spend, doesn't it?
Yes.
Exactly.
But the entire plan is based around this.
Exactly, and no extra rolling dice. Screw you. We're just going to take my success and walk with it. So that is what I will do.
I think you still have to roll. I appreciate your effort to generate no complications.
Actually, when you use a fortune, it'll give you the option to say yes or no.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. That's that way you can just spend the 1 fortune, get the 2 successes, and then that's all you need. You can be done with it.
All right.
That sounds
good.
great.
I know, doesn't it? I mean, unless you all guys want to put up with some good old complications.
When we're summoning weather and we're on a boat, no, not really.
Fair enough. I get that. All right. Well,
Boat full of explosives.
I mean, the boat will be fine. I don't know about the crew.
well, yes, there is that. So let me go. Anyway. Skills. Sorcery. Bada bing. Make that a D2, and we're gonna spend a fortune. Bonk. And roll that skill. No, I would not like to roll main dice. Thanks. Bing.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. So the crew kind of gets everything ready for a storm. You raise the Shemite flag. For Caro and Clytius, since you guys are actually, have been pirates longer than everybody else. Physically, this Argosian galley is not going to pass for a Stygian worship. Regardless of what flag you're following. That being said, hopefully, like the darkness and the pitching of the vessels on the water will make your attempt at deception easier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we're raising Shemite flag, not Stygian flag.
Oh, so Shemite. Okay, never mind that.
Just in case someone sees us and knows that we're on their side.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Raise the Shemite flag.
They
Put
they,
the
they
spoiler
know
on the
this
back.
Argosian
It's
galleon is not Shemite, but
All right. So as Rory kind of stands on the deck and starts, whispering to the elemental spirits and kind of calling out to them and entreating them, and you see that black staff that he got from Logri the binder.
oh balls.
It seems to kind of draw in some of the light. Like it's like the opposite of glowing with power. And it kind of like, the air around you goes still. Your mast kind of like the sails hang like just flat. Like it seems to absorb all of the wind and all of the energy around you. And then it's all kind of unleashed at once. There's like this tremendous crack of thunder from above. The clouds start to darken, not like instantly, but very, very quickly. The water starts to like pitch and churn. The winds start to pick up. Clytius, you can give me a sailing test.
Okay.
Thankfully, you ignore difficulty increase due to magic. So
Yeah. I will spend. Have it? I think we do.
there's 3 momentum.
Okay. That is going to be 2.
Okay, did you spend a momentum or?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. 2, you get it back. So you're prepared for this, and you're also very, very skilled, and you've had your fair share of sorcerer shenanigans. So
Yeah.
you kind of plant your feet and take the wheel and guide the ship through the storm, and you can see that the Stygian and the Shemite vessels in the harbor, they're having some difficulty. They're at the point like they were the Stygian vessels were like firing their ballistas and firing their mangonels into the city, firing like flaming pitch into the city. All that is kind of, come to a stop because you don't want to be loading flaming pitch onto a rocking vessel.
Yeah. Dangerous.
So the ongoing bombardment of the city has stopped.
Okay.
So it seems like you
And
guys
I think
you have a window.
I think our plan is to just kind of pull up behind the rearmost ship.
and blow the hell up.
Well, blow it up or board it, or I think we're boarding it. Right?
Yeah, we'll take some shots on the way in, but
Well,
Right.
yeah, because if these ships are carrying pitch, we can just light the ship on fire and then send the fucking thing at another ship. Ba-boom.
shock it all,
Well-
shock it all, guys, shock it all.
All right.
Okay.
So we're making a beeline for the straggler, the
Yeah. So
rearmost.
And kind of do this, peel around in behind the Stygian battle line, and then pick off who's ever at the back.
It's the slowest sneak attack ever.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just in case they do notice you, they probably won't.
Sailing casual.
So as the storm starts to pick up, the rain starts to pelt down, lightning and thunder. Clytius' steady hand on the wheel. You do manage to get within striking distance of one of the rearmost Stygian vessels. And that would be a warfare test from whoever would like to fire. You guys have ballistas, right?
We do. I'd like to fire, but if Ragnar can give me a hand, that'd be great.
I'm good with warfare. Yeah, let's do this.
I think we got a couple, don't we?
You do have 2 ballistas.
You could each fire one.
We could. I'll take a crew, and he can take a crew.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Difficulty's up by 1, though, right?
Difficulty is actually up by 2. So it is a
So
difficulty
difficulty's 3.
Yep. There is a talent to offset the normal penalty for being on a ship. Called Strength from the Sea, I think.
And there's also the siege weaponry
Yep.
talents. I did not take any of those.
I got a couple.
But you guys do have each have a full complement of people to load and aim and all of that stuff. So you need to get bonus dice. So it is a difficulty 3 warfare.
Okay, that goes down by 2 because I have ballistics.
All right, so difficulty 1 for you.
Or sorry, down to difficulty 2.
Okay, there you go.
I am going to spend a fortune.
Oh,
After I remember,
3 rolls all around for my crew.
okay. So they get to reroll 3.
Nice.
Oh shit, they got 2 1. So that's gonna be 1, 2. So that is 6 successes on Caro's side.
Oof.
Jeez.
And
Congratulations, you impaled the captain directly to the mast.
on Ragnar's side. Ooh. Couple of complications. But 4 successes, so there's each of you has like 1 additional momentum before you spend anything from the pool. And ballistas do 5 damage with vicious 2 and intense.
Incidentally, Chris, what kind of ship are we fighting against?
Most of the Stygian ships are just the kind of generic ship type.
Okay.
Like they're not super large. They're
Crack?
no, they're not quite correct. They're like there's a crack and then there's a ship which covers a wide number of different sailing vessels.
Gotcha.
They're one step aside. They're one step above a fishing.
2 steps maybe, but yeah, they're not big ships by any stretch.
So in other words, they're realistically like small compared to us.
They are.
Okay. That's good.
But they do have weapons, man. So that's
Base damage is 4, right, Chris?
Base damage is 5 for a ballista.
it's got all the toys.
I'll spend my 1 overflow for... Is it worth it? Probably not, actually. 1 overflow for...
Piercing?
I guess, right?
Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing wrong with 2 points of piercing.
Nope.
Not with 3 effects, anyway.
All
The-
vicious stuff.
The momentum spend is just like flat edging or 2 soak.
Yeah.
It's not based off of effects.
But the vicious and the
vicious and
the other
intense
stuff. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No, I'm just saying that because there's already effects, there's no need to re-roll.
Yeah, you rolled really great there.
And that's all I want to do. I'm going to leave that momentum for Ragnar and his crew to when we do the boarding.
Okay. And Ragnar, you can roll 5 dice of damage as well.
We might not have to board these guys. They might be going down.
6s, eh?
5d6.
Cool. And I had a bonus momentum on this.
You did.
I'll do what Arrow did.
Okay.
That's a good roll too.
Oh, that is a great roll.
Damn.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. You actually outshone the captain on the damage.
Sweet.
So if you want
Good.
to spend the one to get through the soak. So as you guys kind of close out of the darkness and out of the storm, you get to within probably like 50, 70 yards, and fire off those ballistas. And as the enemy ship is kind of like rising and falling on the waves, both of those ballistas sink deep into underneath the waterline. So when it comes back down after the wave passes, the damaged part of the hull is significantly below the water, and it almost immediately starts to list.
Hell yeah.
One down, more to go.
no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
But
Hope
yeah,
those snakes can swim.
just so you guys know, a ship, basically a ship. It's probably they're about like 100 tons. It's 3-masted. It's about 100 feet in length and probably about 25 feet beam.
That's a sailing ship.
It's a sailing ship. It has a Soka 2, a structure of 8, and can take 4 breaks. So basically, Soak 2, Vigor 8, and Harms 4. So when you guys hit it for 7 and 9 and ignore all of its soak.
Yeah, it did.
And that vicious.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. It's intense as well, right? So.
Oh yeah.
That's like-
Things
That's
done.
like 5 wounds.
Yeah. So it is taking water quickly.
All right, we don't even hit the brakes. We're just
Move on to the next one.
yep.
Okay. Although at that point, the other ships do notice, like your element of surprise is lost. I mean, they still need to deal with the storm and everything, but your element of surprise is lost.
Fair.
But I will be AFK for like 5 minutes. I got to get some bread in the oven.
Okay.
Sure.
Sweet. All
Some
is
bread in
well.
my oven too.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, one down. Probably
Yep.
11 to go.
Well, I'm sure the system will find a way to punish us. We can't keep rolling well like that. I mean, that's just an abomination.
Well, they've got all their weapons pointed towards the city right now.
Oh yeah, and they have to turn and all this stuff. It's great.
Well, it's not like a ballista is on a turret. Can't just swivel it around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're basically hard points. Well, no.
They can
Oh, I
move them a bit, but it's harder than just a swivel.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they shoot like 45 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be 180.
Probably that's important. Might want to check on that because
But the
I'm
question-
sure. I'm assuming we probably have ours both in the forward arc together, so we can always come in straight and shoot with both.
Another
then-
fore and aft. So we can broadside, or we can
Yeah.
like shoot at the guy chasing us, or shoot at the guy we're chasing.
Yep.
Yeah, I assume whoever we're shooting at, we're coming alongside.
So now we have to decide if we keep attacking or we just try to draw some of them away. Because Claudius could probably outrun these guys, right?
Oh, for sure.
All right, I'm back.
Da, da, da.
The thing is, if we pull off, then we take the storm with us, right?
We do, yes. That's how that works.
So we're not going to hamper any of the ones we leave behind.
Gotcha.
I don't know. What's the radius, Chris, on the storm? was fairly substantial, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
I believe the last time I tried it, we were measuring in kilometers.
Yeah,
It's like the hex, I think.
yeah. Basically, it affects everything within extreme range. So extreme range, because this isn't a game where it's like, oh, X number of feet and stuff. So everything out to the extreme is more than 3 zones. So, I mean, probably not the entire, like, 10 kilometer, 15 kilometer hex, but a good portion of it.
Anything that could conceivably be involved in the scene.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah, so it's a good sized storm, and it is centered directly on your ship.
We live for this stuff.
So yes,
control the storm.
so as you kind of come through, bypassing the wreckage of this downed Stygian ship, the other ships they're fighting against the wind, but they are starting to kind of turn slightly towards you, probably to bring their weapons to bear. You're assuming, I mean, most ships, the ballistas are on pivots. The mangonels, they'll take a lot more work to line up.
Enemies coming about, Captain.
Keep us out of range. We get close to the city. Take a pot shot as we go by. That city's going to be firing back, too.
Okay.
And there are other Shemite ships out here, are there not?
There are some. A large number of them are like burning husks.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some Shemite ships. Like there was ship to ship fighting happening in here closer to the city. You guys are coming in from the ocean, so you're kind of hitting their artillery line, basically.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Chris, can I spend a fortune to alter the story?
Sure.
That the Shemite ships start doing their signals that we're friendly. So Ascalon is aware that we're here to help.
Okay. Yep. Actually, I don't think you need to spend fortune for that. You guys are specifically flying the Shemite flag, so.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure we're not going to get shot at by the city when we come in close.
I mean, that might be the thing like complications might do, but
Okay.
but
Sure.
narratively, they're aware that there is, reinforcements.
Yeah, somebody just sank something. They're on our side.
So yeah, our goal is to hit the next target, trying to stay away from the fleet as best we can.
Okay. Perfect.
Because we don't want to be attacked by 10 ships.
All right. You guys are up first.
Probably what? We don't really have a battle map, so probably take our shots and then have Claudius move us. That's my guess.
Stick and move. Stick and move.
Yeah, I don't think this is the sort of thing that's not going to play out real well with a battle map.
Probably not.
So, that being said, when Clytius takes his movement, he could do the evasive actions.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So the thing is, if he does the evasive actions, it's going to make things harder for you guys to hit as well. His other option is to take the reaction to turn their attacks into a struggle.
Or you could just full sail and try to get out of range, right?
Or he could full sail and try to get out of range.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Caro and Ragnar take another shot at the next ship. And Claudius gets as far away from people as possible. Or defends, either way. We have lots of momentum to dodge or give them doom to.
Right.
And then Rory, I'm not sure what you want to do.
Do you want me to put things that burn on the ballista arrows? Or no?
I mean, if you want to give me a explosive, I'd take one.
Okay. Then let's do that then. So I will look at my inventory. We probably don't need the super blockbusters because really they're smaller ships. Well, in that case, why don't instead of using the big bad old D5s, let's just ratchet back here to a D4. I got a bunch of those. So I will. Can I put one on each of the ballistas, or can I only do one at a time?
You could do both as a swift action because it would take 2 standard actions. So basically 1 action per.
Right. So now, what does that cost me?
Costs you 2 momentum, and the difficulty for the second one goes up by 1.
Okay. Alrighty. Is it worth doing the 2, or just do the 1, guys?
I think it's worth 2.
Okay.
I mean, you can always see how the first one goes first, too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Nice. So we'll roll for that and get that done up, and then I might have extra momentum then, and it can just be a free spend.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
So the first one is a difficulty 2 crafts roll.
Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Those guys don't want to play with fire during a storm, but we sure do.
Of course. Well, it's a thing. All right. So crafting D2. I think I'll steal.
As long as we're saving as long as we're saving the good ones for Shark.
Mm-hmm. I think I will use a momentum. Actually, I think I'll use 2. This is an important roll. All right. So
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Well, it's the crafting attachment. The most obvious complication would be, oh, I lost that one to the sea. Shit.
Or the deck.
Oh, yeah, well, no. Now. Just not talk like that. Don't give him ideas.
Pull the trigger quick.
He already has those ideas.
True. All right, let's get a...
Oh, that's good.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, so you get the first explosive device attached to your ballista.
Mm-hmm.
So you could spend two momentum to try to attach the one to the second one, but remember with the swift action, the difficulty goes up by 1, so that one would be difficulty 3.
Yeah.
I think 1 per salvo is probably good.
Yeah, I don't feel good about trying to skate to the 2. So, yeah. So that's good. We'll stay there. This one's on, it's well on, and we'll see what happens. We can get a regular hit and a fiery hit. You know, it's kind of like when you get the incendiary round as every 3rd round.
That's right.
Tracers?
Good old tracers. Perfect. All right, that will take us to probably Ragnar and Caro then, because my belief is that the intent is to kind of pull close, unleash, and then have Clytius have you continue on.
Keep us alive, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, damaged is just as good as sunk.
Go forward and into the abyss.
Right.
So warfare difficulty 3, right?
Difficulty 3, yes.
So that's 2 for me.
I'm not spending a fortune this time. I'm just shooting.
Spend some momentum. You gotta make 3.
Yeah, I'll spend 2.
All right. So Caro's guys give you 2 successes.
Rerolls all around.
And I completely forgot that Ragnar's guys actually rolled 2 complications.
Yeah.
I know, don't do that. Karo's guys come through. So 1 success for Karo plus 4 from them. Ragnar gets a base 2.
That'll do.
And then 2 more, so 4. All right, perfect. So again, two shots. Ragnar, you have 1 overflow, but after that volley, something in the reloading mechanism of your ballista goes crunch.
Problem.
I can re-roll 3 thanks to artillerist that I forgot about last time.
Get rid of some of those 3s and 4s.
Ugh.
Right. So that's some damage. Not nearly as impressive as the first volley.
It's got a firework on it, so
It does have a firework.
Spending the overflow on what I did last time.
Okay. Oh, Ragnar though. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
showed up to
5,
captain.
6, 8 damage. Penetration 2.
Karo's just making a hole.
Well, I mean, it seems like he's like, doing it just like he was swinging his axe or something. 8, 9, 10 damage, no sweat.
Perfect. So Karo, your shot goes like a little bit wide. It doesn't really strike anything vulnerable. It's kind of stuck into like the railing that stops the guys from falling overboard. But Ragnar's just kind of like shears through kind of like the front portion of the bow, leaving a fairly gaping hole and a ballista bolt buried someplace in their ship.
And then Karo's explodes.
And then Karos explodes. Rory, you may as well roll the damage for that.
Oh, yeah.
Erupts in wonderful fire. Cleansing fire.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give us some light, too. Be good. Alrighty, where is... Alright, that was the D4s. Let's roll the damages. So it's got area, fearsome 1, and incendiary 4.
Oof.
Okay.
So it should engulf the ship quite nicely, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say that the area, it's not going to catch any other ships, but it'll catch like some of the crew on fire for sure.
Excellent.
And incinerated, of course, means it will continue to burn. The fearsome will more affect crew more narratively than anything.
Fire on a ship is really, really scary. So
Yeah.
Sailors will continue to burn until morale improves.
Ooh. It's not bad.
No, not bad at all.
7 damage and burn for 4 every round. So the Karo's goes like a little bit wide and just kind of like sticks into the gunnels, and everybody's kind of like Then Ragnar's shot goes like right through the bow, like putting a pretty deep hole in it. The splintering of wood, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's the way to do it." And then there's like this like explosion. You see a couple of the Stygians get like thrown overboard, like these little like kind of flaming meteors off the ship sort of thing. It looks like if Michael Bay were to direct a pirate movie.
lens flare.
How what would it cost to re-roll that 1 blank? Just to
1 momentum to reroll 1 die. And
I think you're done already.
It's fine.
okay. Fair.
Yeah. The best it's going to do is 2 more damage, which is not enough to do another wound to it.
Fair.
I mean, you already did 2. So it's basically going to get like its final shot before it sinks beneath the water.
Excellent.
Clytius, though, you can give me a sailing roll.
Yeah. All right.
Moving onwards.
Get us out.
Next up.
Get us out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the plan is to turn and burn. So full.
Safety of the
sail?
city. Safety of the city. Yep.
So yeah, I'll spend 2 momentum since we have a full boat of momentum.
Okay.
Mm,
And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use your successes to set the difficulty for them to hit you, modified for the storm and all that stuff.
Woohoo.
All right. Well, I rolled a pair of 2s, which is going to give us 4 right off the bat,
Oh, nice.
Oh wow. Okay.
and a 5. So that's going to be 5 successes. Is what we
Alrighty.
got. So I
Perfect.
spent 2 momentum, and I generate 4.
You don't really generate any. You're just kind of setting the difficulty. Essentially,
Oh, sure.
kind of
Yeah.
like a struggle, but not quite.
Okay.
Basically, taking advantage of the storm that you know is there, and throwing some, trying to throw some distance between you and the ships.
But set difficulty to 4 plus 1 for the storm is huge.
Yeah.
Well, 5 successes total. 4 momentum.
So difficulty is quite high. One, two, three, four. That one just hits because it got 6 successes.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a good crew.
They got 12s. One, two, three, 4 successes on that one. That's a miss. Basically, there's 2 ballistas and 2 mangonel shots. So 1 ballista hit. Mangonel 1 doesn't even come close. That mangonel, though, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5. The storm saved you on that one. So only 1 ballista hit.
That's pretty good, Claudius.
Yeah.
Damage
Just
of
enough
5.
damage to make us interesting.
That's only 1, 2, 4 damage against your ship.
Okay.
I think we get an armor soak for that, don't we?
Yeah, you guys have stats for your ship, don't you?
Yep.
I think
Oh, you've got it there?
I think you have a soak of 2. Yep. So 2 points off your structure.
Okay, I got it.
That'll buff right out.
7 of 10 at the moment.
As you like fire into one of these rear artillery ships, and there are a number of them. Like you guys have taken out one, the second one is on its way to sinking, but there's still easily like half a dozen artillery ships left, and then there's the ones that are actually like basically have dropped off crews for the raiding of the city. Like it's a large scale engagement. 1 or 2 ships isn't going to make a difference in the long run, but it's going to keep you guys safe while you do whatever it is you try to do. Speaking of next round, what are you guys up to?
So are we turning the tide at all in this fight?
No. Not with dropping 2 ships out of like 20.
Well, if we kill one every combat round, I mean, really.
Sorry.
The
Ballista went crunch.
the best you're doing right now is while the storm holds up, you're buying a little bit of a reprieve for the city, and you're managing to keep yourselves intact enough to get to the city if that's your goal.
Goal is to save the city.
Well, it just means there'll be lots of in-city fighting.
Judging from the way they have things set up, there's basically about a half dozen or so ships left as the kind of artillery line that was bombarding the city. And then there's ships that are at the docks and stuff that have dropped off crews for raiding and hand-to-hand fighting. Like, it's very similar to when you guys did the pirate raid in Bagbabon back ages ago.
Yeah.
So, Captain, would it make sense then if we just sort of scoot around like the back end, taking out whatever artillery ships we can, and make for the side river?
To what end?
To the end of letting us enter the back end of the city and help with its defense.
Meet them on the field then.
Aye. We could stay out here and we could just continue to, push our luck and see what we can get. But if we could take a few more of those artillery ships out, I'm sure that would help along the way. But ultimately, there's just too many.
I agree. All right, get us some shelter. Find us a place to dock.
I'm assuming even up that side of the river, there's probably docking ports too, because why would they not?
Yeah, there are like smaller ports. Like there's the main harbor bay that Asgulon sits on.
Yep.
The side docks. There's not really docks there per se. There are. Let's just say there are things there that you guys are aware of due to your nature as pirates.
Ah, gotcha.
So less docks and more like smugglers' caves that lead like under the city walls and that sort of thing.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good enough to me.
Excellent.
All right, get us some shelter.
I think we've got one ballista down, and Harrow's ballista is still ready to shoot. So, if you guys want to do one more shot before we start pulling away,
Yep.
Might as well.
I'll attach something to it then.
Okay.
Because why not? So again, crafty rolling.
Difficulty 2 crafts.
Yeah. And we're going to spend 2 momentum
Bless you.
to get the 4 dice. Bless you.
Mutant time? Okay.
no worries, pal.
Yeah. Had to get it.
2 momentum spent. D2.
Hope you're not coming down with a dose. There's a lot of them going around.
Oh no, that was just nose got itchy.
Wow.
Okay. Yep. I put those momentums back and gave you extra. That one is so perfectly set up, it couldn't be any more perfect. Fuck.
Perfect.
3 momentum. Nice.
Yeah. Got the 2 for the success, and then got the 3 for the extras. So, yeah.
There you go.
Use 2, and 3. Sweet. All right. It's ready for you.
Fire away.
Like, that's so expertly put on there. I think Kara should get a bonus.
Yeah, that's a good roll for the crew.
Yeah. So that is a hit and 3 momentum.
Sweet.
2 overflow.
2 overflow.
We'll put that into... Well, I'll roll my damage first, right?
Yep.
Awesome sauce.
I can re-roll 3.
May as well re-roll the 3 and the 4.
You have a talent. Woot woot.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Maisel.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 damage.
And the 2 overflow I'll put into piercing, I guess.
Okay. Perfect. Blows through the armor. That is a solid. Yeah, not wanting to be shown up by Ragnar. You managed to sink that deep into the kind of the storeroom.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right.
Then boom.
Yep. So you can roll the damage for the exploding.
Absolutely. That's our course again. 5 dice, area, fearsome, and incendiary times 4.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it matters, but
oh,
thematically, it's cool.
Is it incendiary 4 per effect?
No, it means if I'd have to check actually. It might be super bad. I think incendiary
that'd be
only
great.
triggers. I think incendiary only triggers once, but
Because that'd be crazy.
And then every time you roll your damage, if there's an effect, it starts all over. Right?
yeah, it starts the timer again. Only 3 damage, but some burning, so that's good. That is
Well-
enough to inflict a harm because it has no structure left.
Oh, okay. So should I not reroll those then?
You could, if you rolled well enough, you could do 2 harms to it.
Folks?
Go for it, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Light her up.
I'll spend the 2 then, and we'll get the old reroll going.
Hire it up. Hire it up.
Oh, there you go. 5 damage is enough to do the 2 wounds.
And 2 effects.
So the way incendiary works, Don, is it's going to burn for 4 damage every round for 2 rounds, but on those 4 damage, if any effects are rolled, then it continues.
Gotcha.
And damage from incendiary ignores any soak. So
Yeah.
So
So they're boned.
yeah, they are very boned.
Well, yeah, that's a nice deep in explosion shot. They're burning in the inside.
Yep.
Yeah, we microwave them.
So yeah, I think between so Karo did 10 and ignored all its soak, so it's 2 wounds becomes 3 wounds, and then 2 more from Rory becomes 5. So yeah, so that one sinks deep into like their pitch stores and then explodes.
Woohoo!
So that means that there is only going to be like 1 ship capable of firing at you on this this final round as you make your escape.
All right, Clarice, get us out.
Nice.
All right.
3 dead ships. You gotta love it.
I'll spend I think 2 momentum. And that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be 3 successes.
Ooh, 3 successes, plus 1 for the storm, so they need 4 to hit you.
Yep.
All right, ballista number 1. Ooh, actually generates a doom in the process.
Really?
Yep, got 5 successes.
Cheers.
Well,
I rolled shit for damage though. It doesn't even pierce your ship.
Sweet.
Ah, nice.
that's good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like a ballista bolt
Just a
comes very close, like shears a rope or something, but that's about it.
Souvenir.
And the mangonel. One, 2, only 2. That is a miss. So yeah,
Nice.
so as you leave the wreckage burning behind you, you start to make your way down this narrow little river, and you know that there are like smugglers' coves and inlets along this little river here. You might have to like walk for like a mile or 2, or your other option is you could just kind of get out of the immediate fighting, anchor your ship, and take a rowboat into where the kind of the smugglers' tunnels lead up under the city walls and into Asgulon itself. And while you guys decide that, I need to get bread out of the oven.
Sir?
Bread goes in, bread comes out.
Must be nice.
Hmm.
So what do you think? We should probably aim for a cove, eh?
Yeah, I would think. And this is probably going to be a long-ass battle, so it's not like having to hoof it a little bit to get us up underneath and into the city isn't a problem.
Yeah. I think it'd be better to have us somewhere sheltered, just to make sure we have a ship to come back to.
Exactly.
What's the question?
Do we want to find a smuggler's cove, or do we want to take a long ship in?
I mean, a cove would be good, wouldn't it?
I would
Yeah, I
think.
thought so too.
Even if it takes us like a little longer to get, under the city walls and up, this battle's going to be going a long time.
Yeah, if we can get shelter, then Rory
Yeah.
can do some more stuff and things.
Yep.
Oh wow. Jason David Frank died.
Yeah, I
Green
saw
Power
that.
Ranger.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies. I mean, there's a couple celebrity deaths every week now, it seems.
He was just a young fella too.
Yeah, suicide.
Oh, is that what it was? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Times are
the
tough.
well, it is. Mental health
Hard
is
on everybody.
well, if you don't take care of your mental health, guess what? This is what happens.
Alrighty, so you guys are making your way looking for a smuggler's cove or something?
Yeah. Somewhere to get some shelter.
Hey, somebody can give me an observation test. The storm is starting to die down at this point because it only lasts for a second.
Okay. I got one hit on observation.
So yeah, you can find a little cove. It's it's a little bit tucked out of the way. It's not quite what you would call a smuggler's cove. It's not super well hidden, but at the same time, there's nothing really looking for you down this way.
Yeah, well. Just in case any of those Stygians get froggy and decide to come looking for us, a little bit of cover is not bad.
Yep.
All right, men. I think it's time to go have a little bit of a party.
Do, 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 do.
I don't
Ready
remember what
the
that
landing
lass's
party.
name is. What was that lass's name? That
What
Chemite
one?
mercenary.
Oh, the one that was nice enough to lend us her camels once upon a time?
And her tent, yes.
Yeah. No, don't remember.
Let's go see if she's here.
I think that would be quite a coincidence. But you never know.
I believe you can spend things like momentum for certain coincidences.
Yep, it's true.
I don't think it's that important, but
Hmm.
Feel your face.
I think Caro just wants to take another crack.
when is Chem?
Alrighty, so you guys are starting to make your way into the city?
Yeah, so
Yep.
we'll form up war bands as we do. and go help Asgulon.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So how many of your men are you bringing with you?
How many can we?
We should leave some with the ship.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yes. I think we're just talking about taking out the Marines, aren't we?
Well, it's just, I mean, you can form a squad, which is 4 minions and one of you guys leading it.
What do we got a crew of? What, 60 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Lytius is not a leader of men.
So this raises the question: was in the downtime was Ragnar able to train up enough people to lead their own individual squads under him?
Yeah, you can. Under the mercenary rules, you can have a number of squads under you based off of your warfare.
Just the expertise, or
I think so.
eh,
Lytius packs his new axe and his favorite cutlass,
that's
straps on a looting sack.
Hmm.
We're
What?
here to defend the city, not loot it.
Yeah, but if there's stuff just laying around, we have to resupply the ship.
Sorry. So you're basically for like a larger scale engagement, like if you're starting to get into like squad on squad combat, you can have a number of squads under you equal to your command plus 1 more for every rank of general.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I have nothing in command, but I believe I have a few in general.
Yeah. And that's how many groups of 5 you can have under you for like mid-scale engagements.
I think what we'll do is we'll take Ragnar and his crew. Carol will take a crew, and we'll just go leave everyone else on the ship to defend it, just in case, right? I mean, Ragnar and Claudius could turn the tide of a battle just by themselves.
Yeah. So basically, you guys and like
10 guys or something.
10 guys or so. Gotcha.
That's a good number. Shouldn't be enough to
2 ranks of general.
deplete the crew too much.
Yeah, at least 50 people on the ship, right?
Grim, you're in charge.
Okay. Yep. Grim's like, I know the drill. You guys make your way through this like warren of tunnels and not sewers per se, but perhaps at one point in Nazgolan's history they were, but they've long since dried up, and now they are the primary way illicit goods get into and out of the city. And you guys would come up. Right
Smells
about-
like smuggling.
It does smell like smuggling.
And of course, Claudius knows exactly where all these tunnels are.
I mean, you pick up stuff. That's what the looting sack's for.
Right. So you guys come up here, kind of in the middle of the city, well within the city walls. The tunnel opens up into like just an old abandoned house. There's debris and stuff that has been placed carefully in front of the entrance. Not so much to blockade it, but just to conceal it.
Lovely spot.
But you can hear there is definite fighting happening in the streets.
Claudius, Ragnar, this racket's starting to get on my nerves. You think we can quiet that down?
Yeah, I think so.
After you.
Once, pretty much right as soon as we get into into a street or an alley, Ragnar will actually send Berkey to the sky.
Okay.
looking at that map, we might want to head towards the bay. Looks like the palace was number 2 on the map.
Well, that's where the important people are. So make sure they're in one piece.
Well, I was just thinking if you want to make a good impression.
I do indeed. But before I can make a good impression, I need you to make a good impression on these invaders.
Oh, sure. Looks like we're getting ready to go out and say hello.
I will just be 1 second.
Well, it does seem a good time to shake hands and kiss babies. Rumor
Let you
is
kiss
that
any babies.
rumor is the person that runs this place was granted this entire city just by being successful in a military operation. Never know, we might get a township out of this.
Well, if we get one, you can have my hat.
How would you do that?
Hmm.
So I just need to look up falconry here real quick.
Caw, caw, caw. Tookie, tookie.
Kaka.
Caw, caw.
Bang, fuck, I'm dead.
It's not a crow.
Right.
Pretty much the way I want to use it is my eyes above. Just
Yeah.
makes it harder to ambush us.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good.
I believe it makes it one difficulty harder for them to ambush us.
Gotcha. Release the drone.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm pretty much playing my last Torg character with the drone.
There you go. All right. So as you guys start to make your way into the city, into Ascalon, it is it's chaotic. You can hear fighting here and there. You see skirmishes happening. Nothing that you necessarily need to get involved in unless you choose to.
Now, I think we're making a beeline for the palace.
Okay, perfect. And
I mean, we'll smite some invaders on the way just to make sure everyone knows that we're on their side. But
Yeah, targets of opportunity.
this kind of chaos is the stuff we live for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least we thrive in it.
one sec here.
Soldiers.
The only thing better than stealing from rich people is saving rich people. Then they just give you your money for nothing.
Ooh, Serpent Man.
That's right. Don can see my map.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So as you guys are making your way through, you do encounter some troops. They do seem they look Shemite. They're wielding definite Shemite weapons and armor, and you see serpent men as well. There's a number of them. Basically, for these purposes, the soldiers are forming a mob with the Furies, and then the Serpent Men are their own separate mob.
And does it look like the soldier and the soldiers and the Furies are fighting the Serpent Men, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, as you come upon the scene, they have basically just finished like butchering some Asgalan civilians.
Ugh,
Ah, good.
You know,
Russian army.
you kind of poke around and you see like one of the serpent men is just basically finished. You know how like snakes can unhinge their jaws to eat larger prey?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's basically just like, you know, downed intact like the family dog sort of thing.
Kind of like watching an episode of V.
Yeah.
Well,
Rory, there's precious little fire happening at the moment.
right. I'll get on that. Okie. Are we going?
Uh
Or do we get a surprise? Or because I mean,
there's no surprise unless you need to like specifically like, set up an ambush.
I gotcha. All right.
I'm just
Well,
trying to figure out why my initiative thing is not working right. It's giving me a bunch of unknown combatants. I'm like, there's no unknown combatants. They all have names.
Fair.
There we go. All right, you guys are up.
Go for it, Rory.
Well, who are we going to try to get? The guys in this big one here?
Yep.
There's
All
a big batch of them up there.
Yeah. Well, I'll move into the
Okay.
zone then.
Okay.
That's my movement.
I'm just gonna split them up slightly so you know like what is grouped together.
Gotcha.
So basically, there's in that zone there's three squads or two squads and a mob.
Mm-hmm. So area spell. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. We'll move in. We'll park ourselves right there. And then we shall. Well, we'll start with the D4 here and see what love that brings. So I'm going to. I think I'm going to use 2 momentum. See what we can get.
Go for it.
Just regular D1.
Yep.
Okay. 2 momentums. And now we roll.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, that seems quite nice. I mean, I could re-roll the 18, but it's not a, yeah, it's okay.
Yep. So which mob were you targeting? The serpent men or one of the soldier groups?
No, the soldier groups that are right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll say this one right here because it's a straight line. I hope to catch a bunch of them in the area effect.
I suppose I can make this easier. Put soldier 2 as Black Ring Fury 2.
Fair.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
Hooray! Coordination.
All right, so a good hit. There was 2 momentums generated.
Yep.
So that replaces my momentum spend. I'll decide if I want to do something with those 2. Because, I mean, obviously they're in the pool, but we'll do some damages. We'll see what happens. Or do I have to declare put on the damage before roll?
No, after the roll.
Sweet. Let's have a look at the damages.
The nice
Wish
thing
me
about Modifius is they're like, with the exception of when you buy dice, you don't have to spend momentum until whether you know it's worth it or not.
Nice. I'm thinking spend the 2 and do the rerolls. We'll put
Just one, I think,
two-
for the reroll.
Yeah, one to reroll as many dice as you like.
Okay, so we'll do that first, and we'll make the determination. So I will reroll the 2 blanks, spending a momentums.
That'll do.
Yep, that'll do. 2 effects, 6
Good.
physical. That area, fearsome, and incendiary.
So that's gonna hit everybody in that squad.
Sweet.
Oh, they gonna die.
Kills the soldiers, but does not kill the leader.
No, he's just super on fire.
He is not on fire.
He's not?
No.
No incendiary on that one?
No, sorry. Actually, he would be, but the incendiary doesn't carry over to the guys you hit with the area. So he is because his mob was targeted. But
Yeah. Gotcha.
I mean, one effect
Yeah.
was for area,
Yep.
and then another effect would be for incendiary or fearsome or.
nope, everything triggers when you roll effects. So
Oh.
you hit all three. You hit all 3 mobs, but the
Mhm.
fearsome and the incendiary only affects the mob that you actually targeted.
Gotcha. That's
Uh,
cool, because fearsome is basically whatever you did in physical, you do in mental as well.
Effects wise, yeah.
Whatever you roll for effects.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, for each effect roll. All right, so
Yep.
that would be 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
They get a little fuzzy on the other side.
Yeah.
Resolve.
That's what happens when all your boys get lit on fire.
Roasted. Lots of screaming, I imagine.
No, not Troy. He owed me $5.
All right, Ragnar.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, see, now we got some light to see about.
And hair. So I've got my retinue.
Yeah, that cart there's that cart there's probably on fire too.
Oh, yeah. Lots of good burnings.
Just gonna close here.
Okay.
Somebody comes out of the building. It's like, oh no, my cabbages.
And we're gonna do what Ragnar does best. I am not going to get the bird to attack first.
Kill things with extreme prejudice.
Caw, caw, caw.
Because that seems bad.
Okay. Your retinue is going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
I'm gonna spend 1 for 2.
Still lots of hits.
So 1 from you, and then 4 more from your guys is 5. So that's 5 momentum. So 1 overflow.
Gonna roll. Oh. Accidentally just touched my touchpad. Let's re-roll some of these.
That'll do.
Oof.
Oh, jeez.
That's piercing is going right through their armor. So it's
Oh, you got that sword too.
I do.
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Base damage 6 on that thing? Jeez.
Yeah, that cuts through a couple of them anyway.
Would So I had one overflow.
Yep.
Put that into damage.
Or piercing. They got armor.
Uh,
Oh no, your piercing's fine.
Yeah.
Would blood on steel do anything here for me?
Well, it'll add 4 more damage. Like, that's the thing with the mob. The more damage you do, the more guys you kill.
Let's just as much here. I inflict wounds, right?
Yes.
I add another one.
Intense doesn't carry over a mob.
Okay. I was gonna say for the
killing strike specifically does, but intense does not.
do the killing. So yeah, we'll do one for blood on steel and one for. Is it one? Two.
It's 2 for killing strike.
2 for killing strike.
Okay, perfect.
I get as many as I can.
More damage on them. Alrighty, got it. Okay. One guy and his leader left in that group.
Nice. These guys are tough.
So that would take us to Caro and Clytius.
It's all you, Gladys.
All right. I think I'm just gonna. These guys on the left, Chris. They've definitely noticed this.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna walk up and like nonchalantly walk past this alleyway we're there, and then I'm gonna tuck in beside that wall there, by the corner,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ready in action for them to come out into that area and drop the axe on.
Okay. So you're moving up by the cart?
Just wait for them to come around that corner there. Just tuck in right by that corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait for the guys to come up out of that alley then.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Ha! You walked into my trap!
It's one of those things. I'm so used to people being able to move their tokens and ping that I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
Actually, just up below the cart. If that's
Yeah.
that corner there. So that way they see me walking past them,
Gotcha.
but I'm not paying attention to them. So
Whistle.
specifically not paying attention to them.
Okay. Perfect. All right. That will leave us to Caro.
All right, Caro is going to. Oh, what am I going to do? It's not what I thought Claudius was going to do. Caro's going to. Me and my retinue is going to take cover here.
Okay.
And we're going to fire on Superman 3
Okay.
with our bows.
Pew, 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 pew.
They get 2.
3 rolls all around.
I get 2.
Phew! Two's better than none.
Three.
Okay.
Hooray!
What's the range on your bows?
Where's my gear?
I think you're in prime time.
Range is long.
Oh, we're not.
All right. So it's going to be difficulty 2 to hit because they're at medium, but you still hit and generate
that's
1
enough.
momentum. Yep.
And damage. Yeah. Reroll the. We generated 1, right?
You did.
Yep.
So I'll reroll the flanks.
Okay.
There you go. I mean, that's
Good.
piercing 6.
Nice, 3 effects. Wow.
Or piercing 3, sorry.
Kaplock.
Do a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. Between the explosion and the arrows, one of the serpent men goes down.
Nice.
Blah, blah, blah.
Alrighty. Well, we may as well start. This guy that's on fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
The end of his turn, he takes the damage. So he's
Mhm.
still axe now. So he's gonna basically take his crossbow and shoot the guy that tried to shoot him.
Oof.
Let's see.
That's gonna hurt to shoot. Though. Ouch. Crossbow is probably still on fire.
Yeah, in his fanaticism, actually. He is going to. He's going to try to make a observation test first.
Oh.
He has observed that he is on fire.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
He is going to spend those 2 momentum. Actually, he's going to spend 2 doom for second action. He's going to spend the 2 from the observation test on his attack. And he's going to spend 1 doom because he is pissed off and give his weapon vicious.
Oof. What a fancy lad.
Does Caro get some partial cover down there?
He's not shooting at Cairo, he's shooting at Rory.
Oh, okay, thanks. Sorry.
I mean, on the bright side, probably would have shot Cairo in the leg.
Probably.
Then we'd be carrying him around for the rest of the day.
That is a
Sure, there is that.
All right. Oh, this is. Oh, I rolled really shitty for damage.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
all
not
right.
shitty.
so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and piercing 2 to your right arm.
It's not as good as it could have been.
Okay. I guess. Let me have a look here. Blah, blah. Oh, let's close that. Close. Go away. Go away. All right. Let's have a look. Crap. Where did my shield disappear to? Hell? I must have accidentally. I must have deleted it by accident. I do have a shield for 2.
Yeah, you can roll 2 dice for your shield.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what ate it. Maybe. Oh, is it possible? Like sometime earlier it got destroyed, but I would have replaced it when we were on.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, so we'll just you need to throw a shield in there for me, and I'll just give it a. I'll give the 2 dice roll. Blink, blink. 2d6. Roll.
Nice roll.
I think we lost a few pieces of equipment that last.
Yeah. So
Last
that
encounter.
was 2 from the shield,
Yep.
and I soaked 4 in the right arm.
Okay. So it goes through 2 of your soak. 7 damage. So you take 3 vigor.
Okay, not too bad.
That's a lot. That's a lot less than it could have been.
I know.
Yeah.
That could have been really bad.
All right, and then you can roll 4 dice of burning damage on this poor sap.
Something's burning. Disco Inferno. Yum yum.
Fire in the disco.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good news. The effect makes sure he keeps burning.
Yep. So he is continuing to burn, but he's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
And he is He is shouting something in Stygian.
I'm sure it's not good.
Probably has something to do with your mother.
Okay.
Or also fucking the horse I rode in on.
All right. The guys that are dealing with Ragnar and company.
I think what he actually said was, oh God, it burns. Please make it
Oh,
stop.
Ragnar.
But it only burns when I pee. That happens. Not
Yeah,
just
I
on
think,
fire.
I think at this point it probably burns when he.
So
It probably burns when he breathes.
That's four
No.
successes. 4 successes on Ragnar.
Not only is he on fire, he actually has a really nasty case of gonorrhea.
Oof.
He may as well spend one of those doom to give vicious to his weapon.
You would think one would take care of the other.
Good news, Ragnar. You didn't name any of these guys.
Ignore that. That was not what I meant to. That is gonna. Oh, that's only 5 damage. Yeah, spent. Uh, 6 damage to your right leg, but no effects. Sorry, not your right leg. One of your minions.
They could probably soak that or some of it.
Let me see.
Pirates don't usually have leg armor.
But his retinue is toughened, so he doesn't go down. So one of your guys takes a sword hit to the leg.
Knock it off.
We're gonna get these guys some pants.
Yes, at some point, Ray, I'm gonna do that if that's all right.
The Serpent Men are going to close with Clytius.
Oh, fun! Can I trigger
Yay.
my ready to attack on them?
Yeah, because that was specifically when something comes close to you, so sure.
All right. Oh, yeah. All right. I'll spend a momentum for 2 extra days. That's going to be 3 hits.
Okay. So that'll give you 2 momentum.
Okay. And reroll 2 of these damage dice.
And these Serpent Men, they're basically like human from like the neck down. They just have like kind of like serpent scales over their shoulders and then like a serpentine head, and the hood kind of flares out and you can see venom dripping off their fangs.
Right.
Black goo.
So that's going to be 10 damage. I'll spend 1 for Blood on Steel for 13 damage. And
So yeah, as they close, get ready to bite you, you do like chop through 2 of them.
okay, so that's a whole group of them, eh?
Yep. I mean,
All right.
there's only 2 of them left now.
Yeah. All right.
We're full momentum, so offhand.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 for. I'll actually spend 1 for dirty fighting.
Okay.
Everybody was dirty fighting.
And I think that's 2 combat dice.
Yeah.
So I have 2 ranks in it.
Yep.
It is melee, so I'll reroll.
You don't roll to attack with dirty fighting. It's just flat out damage.
Yeah. All right. I got a pair of effects.
Okay.
Do effects do anything?
They do.
It's got stun.
Yep. So you stun them. Yeah, I'm not going to spend 2.
Ooh, stun is bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gouge on that guy.
Yep. So
But
yes.
that doesn't take my extra action though. It's just once per turn
Right. But
after a melee hit.
But you can't swift action because your action on your turn was to ready. So
Oh, that's fair.
you have to do swift action on your turn.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
But yeah, as these five things come charging at you, you decapitate one, you embed your axe in another, kick one in the groin, and headbutt the fourth one.
Sure. Sounds good.
I have become a whirlwind of doom.
It's true.
Even
Weapons are
Caro
great.
in the back is just wincing as Claudius is being all this dirty fighting stuff. She's like, "Oh, come on, man, we're civilized pirate." Oh.
Okay.
Hey, dirty fighting specifically comes out of the pirate book. Okay.
That gives no meaning to the wrestling hold drop grab. Oh boy.
These guys, what are they gonna do? They see in melee. They say they see an alchemist. They're Stygians. They are well acquainted with sorcery. So they are going to crossbow Rory.
So it's whack the wizard first, right?
Uh-huh.
Them's are the rules.
Oh dear.
They might be dirty snakemen, but they do know the rules.
Only one success, so no extra moment or no extra doom.
You can give him Doom to dodge. Acrobatics.
What kind of range? What kind of range are they at?
They're at medium, so they're at optimal range.
We don't do a lot of range combat.
No, we don't.
I have some doom to play with.
Never mind about acrobatics.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
So that's 8 successes total from the squad. On a difficulty 2. So that's 16.
Good God.
The good news is in
Okay.
this squads don't add to the damage. Like in other iterations of D20, every guy in your squad adds more dice to damage.
Well, they
Oh,
kind of
okay.
do with the more successes, more damage, right?
Yeah. And shit.
But if you're just adding flat damage, I think you can only add 3.
Yeah, I can get gross.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to your left leg, piercing 2. Because
Okay.
they exploded first to trigger the unforgiving.
Fair enough. So
Those monsters.
let me roll for my shield.
Yep.
Cause shield.
Rory's pretty armored anyway, right?
Yeah. So shield blocks 1.
Yeah, and I have 4 on my left leg down to 2, so I absorb 3 of it.
Okay. So you absorb
1
3,
per-
so 1 gets through.
Okay. And down to 6.
That could have been worse.
Oh yes. Very much yes.
Those guys are going to use their standard action to get to there. That's as far as they can get. This Serpent Man mob is going to close with Ragnar.
It's not looking great, guys.
Oh, we're doing all right.
Are we?
I think so.
No.
They're going to bite Ragnar.
Oh,
Bite? Dear God.
Oof.
Yeah, snake man. What do you want?
For 8 damage in the torso of one of your guys. That's
He technically has a tower shield now large shield, whatever it is, because of shield wall. So if it comes down to it,
yeah. Well, they have to
Yeah,
hit.
roll that shield.
Yeah, well, they have to hit your guys before they hit you.
yeah. But
But he can use the shield for them, right?
all of us have shields, eh?
So yeah, you treat all shields as large shields as long as you're in a squad with at least one person. So he has his regular shield that might protect him to some extent. So you can roll 2 dice for his shield.
Nice.
His shield stops 3. That's down to 5. His torso armor brings it down to 3. So he is still standing. But as these snake men kind of swarm over you, and you see one of them take a chunk out of his torso, and that like venom dripping off of his fangs, you can see the wound start to blacken around the edges already.
Yikes!
Persistent
Stinking
3.
Stygians.
That's why we didn't name him.
I don't like snakes.
You named the last guy that lives, right?
These guys are going to move over to here, and they're going to fire at Karo's group. You do have cover.
Yep.
But line up the shot first. And 5.
Give you a doom for acrobatics.
Do you have skirmisher?
I do not.
Then you cannot take reactions in a squad.
True. Call. Mental note, get skirmisher.
Might want to write that down.
I do have skirmisher. Cool. I forgot that I had that.
He will spend doom to give his weapon vicious.
Like a monster.
No effects. That's only 5 damage to one of you guys in your squad. His armor's going to soak at least 2 of that. So
And covers what, 2?
covers 2. So 3 from the cover, 2 from his armor stops everything.
Yeah. Hiding works.
That is all of my guys.
All right.
Back around to you guys. And yeah, these Stygians, the Serpent Men seem very kind of almost feral. Not at all like the Serpent Men that you've heard stories of, with like them being master sorcerers and the like. These guys are just like ripping and tearing. The Serpent Men do have swords of some sort of blackened metal. But the soldiers, they are disciplined. Like they're moving forward, dropping down, taking aim, firing with their crossbows with decent amount of precision.
Ah, they're trained.
For now. Well, Rory, I see a huge group to the west there that needs to, light the way.
Mm. Yeah, there's some Blackring Fury and some soldiers. Those guys here.
Yep, there's basically 2 squads. There's like the Fury leading a group of 4 soldiers. So 2
Okay.
squads.
Group number 3, group number 4.
All right.
One of each.
Yeah.
Time for a big one.
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily catch Clytius into one, but I can target these 2 guys at the back, right?
Yeah.
Well,
There's a
it'll
different zone.
target the ones in the zone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the zone. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So area won't include those guys that won't spill into Clytius.
Right.
Oh,
We got the lines in our favor. We might as well use them.
fair. All right, I'll throw a block. We'll throw a nice blockbuster down the alley then.
It is difficulty 2 because they're the next zone over. They're medium range.
Well, we got lots of momentums.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her.
All right, so I'm going to go to my skill mundos, and we're going to go to the. Actually, wait a minute. It's gonna be Brimstone B5. That down by 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just realized why the snake man that came in on me didn't get to attack. I stunned him.
Yep.
D2.
Like that.
I'll spend 3 momentum, because you never know.
Overwhelming violence.
Stun is a great effect when you pull it off.
Wow.
Perfect. That is on
Nice.
target.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
That's a very nice on target.
Was it
All
group?
kinds of juice.
Was
I
it?
used-
All kinds of juice to throw on that.
Well, I used 3, generated 3, so I just replaced what I used.
Yep.
I mean, if I wanted to be greedy, I could re-roll the 15, but why?
I mean,
Greed always leads to complications.
Yeah, usually. Although, grant you, I haven't. Yeah, we'll just leave that where it
Yeah.
is. Roll some damages.
Was
I
it
haven't
Right.
tempted fate yet today.
group 3 or group 4 that you were targeting?
The ones closest to your group 3.
Okay.
Yeah, probably take them out first, and whatever spills. If it spills, it spills.
Okay. Perfect.
Pennies from heaven. This is 6 dice on this one. Again, area, fearsome 1, incendiary 4. All right, the damages.
Area is great for taking out mobs.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Ooh, things. And we are gonna spend a momentums, and we are going to reroll those 2.
Perfect.
Might as well.
Amazing. Yeah, more effects would be nice. Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Oh, my God.
7 physicals and 4 effects. Woof, woof. So that's fearsome of 4.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, and they're going to take some nice vigor damage and some nice resolve damage. Muhaha.
Okay. So I've got that.
Epic.
There's going to be one badly burned soldier left.
Sweet.
Time all is said and done.
Fuego.
The Fury is going to take. He's going to take all 7. Okay, got it. So yeah, a bunch of the fires are burst into flames,
Mm-hmm.
and then 7 damage carries over here as well.
Now we have light.
Yeah, Clytius is like, that's warm.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Then as my final hurrah, I'm going to wander down here by Cairo.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So yeah,
I've heard covers.
I mean, realistically, if they want me bad enough, they'll try to come get me.
So yeah, Clytius, you kind of look around the corner, your eyebrows get a little bit singed there.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's that typically lovely woofing noise, just really loud woofing noise.
Some screams in Stygian, some laughter.
Yes.
All right, Caro, Ragnar, and Clytius.
Now we got lots of light to see by too. It's great.
True. There's at least 6 or 7 buggers that are still on fire here.
Oh yes.
Mhm. Poor things.
Start cleaning them up, ladies.
Right. I'll spend 1 for 2 on my Superman number 3.
Okay.
I think there's a couple of those guys left.
There are 2 stunned guys.
Spliffs.
Well, we get 2 hits on them.
Okay. So that gives you a momentum. So
Yeah.
gives you back the one you spent.
Yeah. Re-roll the blanks. Re-roll a ton of blanks. Okay. It's gonna be 5 damage and 3 more is 8. And I'll spend 1 for blood on steel. Makes it 11.
Oof, 11. Right. He does have a tiny, tiny little bit of soak, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
So you kill one and you badly wound the second one.
Splat.
Right, he's still up, is he?
He is still up.
All right. I will spend 1 for dirty fighting on him.
Okay.
That's going to be 2 effects. So he takes.
Okay. So he takes 2 more damage, which bounces off his armor, but he is stunned again.
Yeah, little eye gouge among friends. And I think then I'll. Cause he's stunned, right?
He is, yes.
Can I pop over to the Snake Man just above me there? I think he's Snake Man number 1.
Yep.
And I will trigger a second attack on that guy.
Perfect. So 1 momentum for a second attack.
Yeah. I think I'll use this. I think I'll use the cutlass. And spend 1 for 2 more dice. This one's going to be nice. That is going to be 5 hits on that guy.
Oof. So 3 momentum because difficulty goes up by 1.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And flanks. That is going to be 7 regular damage and 2 effect. So that'll be 9, 11 damage. And I'll spend 1 for 2 with blood on steel.
Okay. So that makes 13 total?
Yeah.
Oof.
And the cutlass is non-intense. The axe was. Oh no, they're in a group, right?
Yeah, they're in a group.
So intense,
But you
intense doesn't work on that.
you do drop 2 of them.
All right. So yeah, axe, eye gouge, and then cutlass into the next group.
That will leave us with Karo and Ragnar.
Clean them up.
Go for it,
Alrighty.
Ragnar.
Ragnar is going to do what he was doing before and just keep cutting into assholes.
Okay. So basically, there's a mob of 3 snake people, and then there is a squad consisting of 1 fury and 1 soldier.
Snake.
Don't like
right?
either of them.
Yeah, snake group number 1 is not stunned. I only stun snake group number 3.
Hey, I'll go into snake group 1. Just try to thin the herd.
Okay, perfect.
That poison they have seems no bueno. Sooner we can lock them down, the better.
Yeah, poison's bad.
He's in bad.
What? I can fix it.
I mean, if you wanna try to melt these guys after they're dead, I won't stop you.
Spending 1 for 2.
I might harvest them for their venom.
Yeah, by all means.
Ooh, 20.
Don't like that.
Oh, your guys come through though.
Yeah, they did.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes, so 7 successes. So that's gonna
Do you have a melee reroll or no? No.
I don't.
Melee doesn't offer much for rerolls, unfortunately.
I don't think there's any.
No.
So we'll roll some damage.
Wise Veteran's the only one that I know of.
But yeah, for spot
Oh.
stuff. Sure.
I actually think I can reroll. I can reroll 4, I think.
It's how many melee? It's how many melee talents you have.
I can reroll 4 of these.
Or you can spend the
Oh, really?
one and reroll them all.
Yeah, you might as well spend one to reroll. You
I'll
got
spend
4
one
overflow.
reroll more.
Yeah.
I have overflow.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
4 momentum beyond the pool, so
I thought you had more melee talents.
Oh!
Oh my god.
oh,
There we go. That's some,
See, that
That's
was
some juice.
momentum well spent.
very symmetrical too. 3 of each leg.
Right?
Or, no, wait.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's 4 twos.
4-3-2. 4-3-2.
all right.
Sorry, I'm
Linear.
working with a smaller screen today.
Do you want to spend for the blood on steel?
You know I do.
All right.
Do it!
And I believe I still have 2 overflow.
So you got 3 Blood and Steel's worth what? 2?
One.
blood and
One.
steel.
One
is
steel
one.
only costs 1.
So 2
So that's-
overflow?
3 extra damage with 2 overflow.
Right.
And if they're still standing and there's wounds, I'm just do a killing strike for that extra 2.
I mean, see if they're still standing first.
that's the plan.
They are not still standing after that.
Cool.
Use that. You can use that too for another swing though.
Carry over.
Whoa! On the ones in the soldier / 3.
Yes, soldier group 1, soldier and Black Fury,
Yep.
Green Fury,
So, rinse and repeat.
So
and they've only got 2 guys left.
Hell
Spending
yeah.
1 for 2.
Yep.
Ragnar's not playing.
Nope. Serious. Very serious.
Not letting any more of my people die yet.
We all like it when Ragnar gets serious.
it's a hit. No extra momentum, but it is a hit.
That's all you need.
Cool. Oh, my boys.
They don't get to take swift action unless you want to spend a
Right.
bunch of momentum.
Right.
You got this. Only 2 of them there.
Yes.
Oh,
I can re-roll those.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll
definitely.
them 4s. Yeah, there you
Now
go.
there's 4 of them.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be
Yep.
11, 12, 13. That's 14 damage.
Sweet.
That's probably more than enough. Without spending anything.
Yeah. 14 damage, piercing 6. So 5 kills the soldier, leaving 9. That guy is miraculously still standing.
Hold on.
You can do 3 more just for Blood and Steel. Yeah.
Mazel. Drawing them on you.
Oh yeah, spend it.
Fuck yeah. More is better.
Okay. So the 3 extra from the blood and steel will kill that fury as well.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna come over here.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh,
That was
poor
nice-
Burning.
That was nicely on fire, too, so.
He
Poor
is.
Burning Man.
Right.
He's had a chance to get nice and crispy.
I believe Caro is the only one left.
All right, so Caro's gonna move and cover here from both sides.
Okay.
Commanding men try to attack on that group.
Okay.
Like a serpent man right here.
Yeah, Superman 2, he doubled around.
He was trying to sneak around.
So he's in the same area with Carol.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
We got 5 momentum, eh?
Yep.
I get bonus for all my command anyway, so it doesn't matter. I get assistance from my group. Not that
Nice.
they're good at it, but they can help.
It's all good.
Oh, they gave you 1.
Yeah, we don't want to re-roll that. So 6 successes is lots. That's 5 overflow, I believe.
Yep.
Damages. I mean, what do we got? 5 overflow?
Yep.
Yeah.
1 to re-roll, cuz.
Okay.
Sure.
And then 4 for extra damage. 4 for extra damage. I mean, this thing is piercing 3 per effect
Yep.
and area and stun and
Yeah, so area is going to take that out. So if you want to do another standard action with their swift action, you can. That would be more efficient than spending it on damage you don't need.
and then so
You could head back over to Rory if you wanted to.
I can't move a second time.
Oh, right.
I mean, I don't really see anything else I could do. I could steely glare maybe the serpent man that's stunned.
Oh,
Difficulty would be 3.
Difficulty's 3, yeah.
Yeah, I might as well try it.
you're good at it. So hey.
You may as well, you can't put the momentum into the pool, so you may as well do something with it.
He should be good and rattled by now.
And how
He's
many
been-
momentum do we have extra? 4, 3?
After you spend the
You
spend
you would have 2 left.
1 for swift action, you have 2.
Okay, so I get the bonus anyway. And assistance from the group.
They don't unless you spend a ton of momentum.
I don't think that's necessary.
3 is enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy has been stun locked since he came into combat.
Yeah.
And then damage.
Just as he was getting over the groin hit, you gouged out his eyes.
Yeah.
Spend 1 of that for reroll.
Oh, boom.
And then there's 1 left for, I don't know, an extra damage or something. That's piercing 1 billion and stuff.
That will drive him from the fight.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
round for you guys.
Yeah, we turned the tide fairly quick.
There's still 2 big groups.
Yeah, but at least one of those groups is on fire.
All right.
That's the only group there that's not on fire.
They are going to move. They saw the sorcerer go down that way. And then they get there and they see that Karo is closer.
That's why I have cover.
Try to turn him into a pincushion.
So that'll succeed on the observation test.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, the snake men that went down that alley are running away and
Yeah.
squealing like little girls.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a fight you want, guys. Sure.
I mean, it's Conan. Once you get 5,000 XP, it's disgusting.
Okay.
We're not quite there yet.
Closing in, though.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm definitely going to pick up that third rank of dirty fighting. That's pretty hot.
So 6 successes total on a difficulty of 2. Gives him 4 doom.
Can't do much about that.
Right. Spend 1 doom to give.
Something tells me he's shot in the leg.
I mean, statistically speaking.
Right leg. Huh?
All right. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But you have pants now, don't you?
I do.
All right, good.
That's 7 damage, piercing 4.
So 3 from the cover.
Down by the
Okay.
neatly.
And then it's going to go through the retinue first, right?
Yep. So one of your guys takes.
Right there. Mute that.
Yeah, there's a ton of background noise there. There. Set
This is
the-
a small home invasion.
yeah.
He'll be fine.
I'll admit you in a sec there, Zach. So yeah, so it's gonna be what did I say, 7 damage, piercing 4, so it blows right through the cover. One of your guys takes a wound in the leg. Your guys are only minions, so he dies. Through and through.
That's why we don't name him.
That's why you don't name them.
Now we have to have a funeral.
No, it's your horse you're not supposed to name.
Right, and these guys are on fire, but they are going to continue to try to shoot the sorcerer.
He's got cover now.
He does have cover. Okay, 1 success, not ideal. Okay, so 3 successes. That'll give him 1 doom.
These guys are in trouble. Ooh.
That is 7 damage at Rory in the torso. You can roll 2 dice for your cover, and then 2 dice for your shield. So 4 dice altogether, I guess.
Okie dokie.
That's a good roll.
That's a great cover roll.
So what,
Uh,
6?
Yeah, it looks like it stopped 6. So 1 gets through into your torso, but you've got more than 1 torso armor there.
Yeah, I got 4 torso.
So yeah,
Rory has all the hunkered down.
so this crossbow bolt like comes through that wall, partially into your shield, and like the little kind of like little nubbin of the end of the crossbow bolt just kind of dinks across your chest.
I'm like, good thing I'm skilled with the armors.
Scratch.
And I don't think I did this single guy that's on fire here.
No,
Single guy that's on fire doesn't move yet. But those guys were on fire, so they get
Yeah, they'll take fire damage.
incendiary.
so I should roll fire damage for them?
Yeah, just let me finish my attack here on Ragnar.
Gotcha. Alright.
Oh.
Oh dear.
It is gonna hit.
The tide has turned, though.
The tide has turned.
Well, easy. This is his second round being on fire. That's gonna slow you down.
That's only 2 damage. Nothing on his sword. I didn't spend doom for vicious. So he like lunges out. kind of, whacks one of the guys in Ragnar's group. And then like his crispy fingers can no longer like maintain grip strength on his sword as it clatters to the ground.
Nice. Yes, sir.
As like smoke is starting to roil off of him.
His fingers probably burned off.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yes, so 4 incendiary damage for the guy burning to death, and then 4 incendiary damage on the group down here.
Yep. So we'll roll for the guy first.
Group number 3.
something's burning.
So he's gonna take 3.
Mm-hmm.
He is
That's gotta be it.
miraculously. He is still alive.
Good lord.
What?
Yeah, there's an effect, so he's going to keep burning.
Yeah.
And then,
Well,
And then for group number 3.
4 on the other group.
yeah.
Oh god.
Hmm.
So that kills the soldier.
Woohoo!
And
And they're still burning.
yeah.
These guys are going to be asking for a merciful death here in a second.
Oh, alchemy.
Yeah.
Can't believe I let the stuff on my ship.
Oh, you're glad you did.
Okay. That guy is still alive, not quite dead yet.
Not that yet.
Alright, I'll try to put him out of his misery.
Nothing wrong with being merciful.
Savages.
Go-
You're all savages.
Goes against Clytius' nature, but alright.
That's like a dead people sidebar. Did you notice that RIPD had a sequel?
I heard there was one. I remember vaguely enjoying the first one.
I
did too.
downloaded the sequel. I never watched it yet, and
Yeah, I
might
have a
to
Blu-ray
download it
sitting
again.
over here. It was one of my latest pickups. So I just thought that was kind of neat. I'm like, oh, someone made a
I mean,
sequel.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is.
Nope.
Nope.
It's, I think, fairly unknown actors, I should tell you the truth.
It might be better. Who knows?
Well, I mean,
It's it's the guy from Burn Notice, isn't it? Jeffrey Donovan.
okay. Yeah, good looking.
All right,
Pretty okay.
you guys are up.
All right, I'll head over to number 3 and see if I can finish him off.
Okay.
I'll spend 1 for the extra dice. That's gonna be. Ooh, that's gonna be 5 hits on him.
Oh, and that's all extra momentum.
Yep. And ooh, got a bunch of garbage to install.
Does Clytius do more than 4 damage?
Yeah.
Then he dies.
All right.
Cool. The film is actually through Dark Horse Entertainment
That makes sense. They did
And
the
then
comic.
and distributed
keep
by
moving.
Universal.
To the next alleyway where I can get down to those other guys.
Okay, you can't move a second time, so you can't get to them.
Oh, all right, sure. I'm in the same zone. Same
Nice.
zone. All right, that's me done.
Okay.
Yeah, kill everything!
Might as well clean him up, Ragnar.
Yep,
Yep,
that's
as
the
well.
plan.
Did you settle your minor home invasion?
Yes.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna spend one for 2, I guess.
Mm.
Your guys give you 2 more, so that's 5.
That's disgusting.
So you got four momentum beyond the pool.
Using the burning guy to help generate a ton of momentum. Good job.
Oh,
Oh, I re-roll those 2 blanks.
Yeah, we haven't had any trouble keeping the pool topped up today.
Nope.
They ain't over yet.
that's a ton of piercing. And then 12 damage. That finishes him off.
I think that's redonkulous names, dice.
Yeah, you should have seen my character in Tony's game.
Oh, Panthers.
So
Yeah,
how
it's-
much
it's
momentum is it to go over multiple zones?
All right. So you've used your standard action. And then you can use a second standard action to move 2 zones, but you can't do any more than 2 standard actions, so you wouldn't be able to attack.
Well, I just want to get there.
Yep. So 2 momentum would get you into that zone.
Keep them from taking another pot shot at Kara. You're in melee with them.
I could get up into melee.
Yep.
Hello!
Gingerly step by Clytius as he's standing over the burning corpses in the alleyway.
Pardon me, just need to get past you here, Claudius.
Yeah.
All right. So Caro and Rory are left.
I mean, mine's easy. Just put some arrows into these guys.
Pew pew pew.
Not going to spend any momentum or anything.
Oh, your guys give you 4.
I got to re-roll both because I have to succeed for them to succeed, right?
Yep.
That's what it comes down to.
Oh, there we go.
Hooray!
So that's what, 6? No, 5.
Nice.
You know, if you weren't paying attention real close, Caro might actually look like a competent archer.
We'll spend 5 on damage, I guess. That's the overflow.
Okay.
Mazel.
From a distance.
That's piercing 2.
So it's going to be 7 damage.
And you're right, Claudius. I'm a competent archer with 4 people helping.
Right. So you did kill one of the soldiers and wound another one.
And then we're going to move.
Back with me?
Yeah, we're just going to
Yeah, we're just gonna hover all here, hanging out in cover and stuff.
get under cover, get past the little fence there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work for me.
Cool. Can I first aid myself?
Yeah. I mean,
AKA get bigger back?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. I would like to do that.
That is, geez, I don't know if we've ever done this.
We have
Recovery, I think. can-
It's resistance test.
Okay. So how does that work?
So you make a resistance test, and you get back 2 points of vigor plus 1 for every momentum you spend.
Gotcha. All right.
Don't think it's going to matter much.
Oh, something to do.
Yeah. So let me go with just a D1, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'll spend 2 momentums because you never know. We got lots.
The other thing recover does is until the start of your next turn, you get to re-roll cover dice as well.
Oh, nice.
Because you're
like-
you're focused on hunkering down and making sure you're safe, so you get to re-roll cover dice at the start of your next turn.
Nice.
I think that's the first time that ever came up
I think so.
I think
in
you're right.
2 years of playing this game.
Yeah. All right, so you get back 2 vigor plus 1 for every momentum you'd like to spend.
Well, just let me have a quick look here. I do believe the resistance, I do have hardy, so I think I will roll the 17.
Okay.
Just to see if we can make it less momentum centric.
There we go.
Oh,
What was I thinking? Oh,
Why are you stepping out of cover?
yeah, no kidding, yeah. It's like, what happened? I have to stand up to fucking do this.
Need to stretch.
they just stretch out those joints.
Right, keep your head down.
All right, well, so, complication
It's a-
aside, it's 2 plus 1 for every momentum spend.
Yep.
You've currently got 1 momentum there before you spend it out of the hole.
Right. Okay. And then, let me have a look here. I'm only down 4. So, I got the 2 and the 1 from there, and I'll spend the 1 from the momentum pool to heal my 4.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
All right, thank you.
Okay, their turn. What am I going to do? I'm going to do that.
You're like, so much for your cover.
They're fighting Ragnar. They're gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, if Caro stays there, I'll move up and maybe throw some fire. But I'm like, but why?
No, I think we're good.
Yep.
Trouble with alchemy is that they're consumables, right? So
Yeah.
they're
Listen,
awesome when you're fully loaded, but you kind of have to track them.
Well, you got to be able to forge and do all the good things and be able to convert stuff into stuff, as we found out the hard way when we were starting.
Several times. Yep.
Yeah, we've come a long way since.
All right. So these remaining ones are going to look. They see Ragnar there. And then the Fury is going to basically, he draws his knife, slits the throat of the soldier.
Oh! Bad things.
Basically, kind of like rubs the blood on Ragnar, says something in Stygian, and then plunges the knife into his own heart.
That was badass.
This looks like some kind of a ritual. What are we seeing?
Seppuku for me and you.
Lore roll
Yeah.
or sorcery?
Insight.
All right. Well, I'll roll.
I didn't see shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try to see if we figured out something then. We'll just give it a roll.
This
Is
is
it average?
right.
Anyone? I am
Cool.
oblivious. So oblivious.
Actually, Chris, can I roll linguistics?
Yes.
Yeah. Voices. Shit happening.
Actually, I'll spend a thing. Fortune. 'Cause I got a rank in it.
Hmm.
I won't get any actual successes, but I'll still get the one that becomes 2.
Oh,
See,
nice.
that was badass.
All right. So you kind of hear this Stygian, and it kind of rises to it like kind of a crescendo.
Okay,
and
be a real drama queen about it.
You're not completely fluent in Stygian, but you do catch the words "black ring," death curse, and the name Thoth Amon.
Oh fuck!
He was a dick.
Was there any outlay in sorcerer's power?
You felt a tremor in the force.
Okay. Shit.
Black
Ugh.
ring, death curse.
Death curse, and the name Thoth Amon.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Which I'm sure we are all familiar with.
You guys can actually, Clytius can give me a lore roll.
I'll try to remember the name. But don't make any promises on a fucking roll.
Well, you can talk to me.
Nah. Yeah, Oh, I got one! Yeah, look at that. That's a 7. That'll do.
All right. So
I'm not a. Strange.
so you've heard the name Thothamon in your travels. You don't know a lot, but you do know that the rumors that you've heard is that Thothamon is the most powerful sorcerer in Stygia.
Oh,
Gotcha. Stygian, bad dude. Well, that's all Clytius needs to know. Gotcha.
But since I have to go because I have to get some supper and do some actual work, we will call it there.
Yeah,
This
sounds good.
this thrum of dark sorcery and this realization that the Stygians basically gave their lives to power some sort of death curse.
Well, one of them gave both their lives.
Yeah. Potatoes, potato.
so
I mean, if
I'll-
James Earl Jones is
I'm trying to
involved,
figure that
it's
out.
scary.
That's right.
I will eventually
I
figure
am-
out.
I'm gonna take a quick moment and ransack the bodies.
Okay.
Just see if we can come up with anything.
Loot. Maisel.
You know, clues.
They're
or
totally
loot.
the enemy. They can be
Yeah.
looted.
Crossbows, swords, like standard weaponry. Some Stygian coinage. So
Ooh, take that.
probably like a gold worth of assorted coins. But you do notice in your ransacking that all of them are marked with a circular black, like Ouroboros type tattoo.
Cool. I'll cut one of their tattoos off and save it for Rory.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You can't be bothered to go like, hey Rory, come here, take a look at this.
Yeah.
And Rory wouldn't be bothered a bit.
Nah. Well, now you have a reference.
No, I'm a doctor. It's all
We're
good.
not that
Yeah.
kind of pirate.
All right. But everybody can have 150 XP.
All right, sounds good. This didn't work out too bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's a little bit of a delay with the stream, but it's nothing
Well-
insurmountable by any stretch.
No, it worked out
Hopefully
pretty
in the
good.
next 2
Actually,
weeks, you'll have your computer back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Are you getting yours old ones fixed, or are you?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna try and fix the old one for now, and by the time next time.